Hello everyone. Today I am going to start chemistry chapter. The first chapter in chemistry is matter. Matter and our surrounding. This is chapter 1 of this science book. In this chapter we are going to study about nature of matter. First, what is matter? Then nature of matter, whether it is particle or continuous. Then physical properties of matter. Then about three states of matter, that is liquid, solid and gases. Then about various processes. And let me tell you one thing, this chapter is going to be very interesting. Because at the end of this chapter, you will be able to answer many of the questions, the observations that you see in your daily life. Like why the water in the earthen pot is cooler as compared to the simpler one. Then why the hot food smell you can get from a distance as compared to cool food. Why a diver can easily swim into the water. Why not on a sand or why not on a solid surface. How smell of Dettol or any deodorant, it goes everywhere. What is the process behind that? All these very simple observations that you observe in daily life, you will be able to answer at the end of this chapter. And yes, I will try to perform as many experiments and simple one that we can do this chapter to understand various things. And I will request you all to perform those experiments at home, if possible. So let's start with this chapter. What is matter? What is the definition of matter? Everything around you is matter that has mass and volume. Yes. Each and every object around you, take any object in hand, if it is having mass and volume, then it is matter. What is mass? Mass is amount of substance and SI unit is kg. What is volume? Space occupied by any object is volume. And its standard unit is meter cube. This pen, is this matter? Yes, this is matter. This board? Yes. This mobile? Yes. Your book? Yes. Pen? Yes. So everything around you is matter. Okay, so what I am thinking is also matter? Your thoughts, they are also matter? No. Because thoughts, they don't have mass and volume. Okay. So you can classify whether an object or whether a given thing is matter or not by seeing whether it has mass or volume. Okay, so by this property you can classify between objects. Then starting, there were two competing theories about nature of matter. Whether the nature of matter is particle or continuous. Particle means, in a very simple language, particle nature like sand on a beach, continuous nature like sea water or ocean water. Okay, so in the end, it was seen that matter is having particle nature, and that also we will see by experiment. Okay, how we can say nature is having particle nature, why it is not having continuous nature. There is a very simple experiment that I will show you. So in this experiment, okay, with this video, you'll see one or two more videos that will show you particle nature of matter. Okay, let's come to next point. Here, I'm going to discuss physical properties of particles. So there may be physical properties and chemical properties. Chemical properties that consist of some new substance, some new composition. There is physical properties that you can observe, that you can measure, but there is no new compound or new composition formed. Okay, so in this chapter, we are going to study about physical properties of matter. Now, what properties we are going to study? First one, particles are very tiny. Particles have space in between them. Particles move continuously, and particles attract each other. These four properties comes under physical properties of matter. And All this property I will explain you by showing you a simple experiment. So with this video, I am going to take you to another video that is also performed by me only. That will show you each and every property of this particle. Okay, and that will tell you why matter is having particle nature, not continuous matter. So please look at this video. First one is for particles are very tiny. Here, the activity that I am doing. What you need for this activity is simple water, and here what I am taking is potassium permanganate. You can use any type of ink at home, and I request you to try this experiment at home. Now what you have to do is, you have to take 100 ml of water in a beaker. Now simply put around 10 ml or some quantity of this potassium permanganate in this water. And you have to stir it. You can see very small amount of potassium permanganate, how it has colored this water, completely dark purple. Now what you have to do? You have to take another 90 ml in this beaker. So we'll take 90 ml in this beaker. And now only 10% of this 100 ml. Okay. So this is 100 ml plus 10 ml of potassium permanganate. Now what I will do is 10 ml of this, let's say 1 spoon of this or 2 spoon of this I will add in this beaker. Now you see the color. Still it is dark pink. Such a small amount I have taken from this beaker, but still it is dark pink. Now let's take one more time 90 ml of this water. And now again I will take small amount of solution from this beaker. Now you see, still it is very light pink. Yes, if I add a little bit more, you can see it's not exactly transparent water, but very light pink. You can see very small amount of this potassium permanganate can color this water, and it will keep on doing this, though the color faded away. So what it shows you, the particles are of so tiny amount, so tiny size. You keep on dividing it, still it is able to color the water. That shows particles are of very small size. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now the second activity is to show you that particles, they have space in between them. This activity will also show you that matter is of particle nature, not continuous nature. If matter is of continuous nature, you will not be able to mix or put anything inside that matter. So what I have here is, if you see, simple water and salt. Any type of salt you can take. Even you can at home you can take sugar or salt. Now the particles, if I add this very tiny amount of salt in this water, and if I mix it, yes, you can do at home. If you keep on mixing it, you will see that after some time there will be no particles left. That means you can see by naked eyes. They will get mixed with water. So how is this possible? Because the particles of any matter, whether it is water or salt, they have space in between them. And when you are mixing this salt in the water, this particle sit in between the spaces between water. So that shows particles, they have space between them, and this property has very important applications that we will cover later in this chapter. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now here I will show you two activities. One, to show you that particles, they attract each other, and the other activity to show you particles move continuously. Now particles attract each other. So what I have is, one is this piece of steel, chalk and a marker. These three things I have. Now if you try to break this with your hand, it is very difficult to break this iron piece of steel. This marker, if I try to break, yes, if I apply a little bit of force, I may be able to break this. This chalk piece, if I apply a little bit of force, see, broken, right? That means particles, different type of particles or We will see later on different type of matters. They have some force of attraction, right? And here if you see out of these three, this steel or iron, it has more force of attraction. That's why I am not able to break it as compared to this marker and as compared to this chalk, which I can break very easily. And if I take water, I can easily touch water with help of my finger. I can easily dip my finger into that water. Okay. That means water is having less attraction between particles as compared to this. And that will lead to foundation of liquid, solid and gases. And we will see how this property is much important in deciding type of matter. Okay. Now the next activity is to show you that particles move continuously. For that simple thing you have to take, one instance is stick, okay, or this is simple agarbatti. Now what you have to do is lit it. If you lit here, a person standing outside can also smell this incense stick. How this is possible? Because particles of this stick is moving continuously. They'll go from this room to out of this room. And then out of this room, everyone is standing there, they can smell it. Okay, same thing, when the things are hot, they move more fastly as compared to cold. Okay, that's why smell of hot food reaches you fast as compared to cold food. Okay, so this is very simple. Even whatever, just like deodorant what you are using, Dettol, that is also explain that particles, they move continuously. So what you have concluded from all these activities? I've shown you 4 activities. The activities, what is conclusion of this activities? Matter is of particle nature. It is not of continuous nature, it is of particle nature, and that leads to 4 main physical properties of matter. The first activity of potassium permanganate, it shows that particle size is very small, very tiny. Even a single crystal of sugar, it contains more than trillion particles inside it. Now you can think, now you can imagine. A single crystal of sugar contains more than trillion particles inside it. Yes, the particles, they are of very small size, they are very tiny. Second activity that I showed you of mixing of salt in the water, that shows particles have space in between them. And that's why this property, because of this property, you can mix any 2 matter, any 2 things. Okay. If this property is not there, you will not be able to mix any 2 things. Like if you are making tea, laminate, or methyl milk, any other thing, not only liquid and solid, even solid, rust, iron mixing with oxygen. So there are many examples that shows that there is space in between particles. Third activity, particles of chalk, steel and water. It shows particles, they attract each other. And what is meaning of this? They attract each other, that means they have force of attraction between them. And some of them have more force of attraction, some have less. And that leads to different type of matter in the nature. Solid, liquid and gases. And the fourth one, particles are moving continuously. That I've shown you using help of incense stick. And that you can do at home by using deodorant, or incense stick or Dettol. The fourth property is they move continuously. And if they are hot, they'll move faster. And the particles are hot at high temperature. They have more energy, or specifically kinetic energy, and they will move faster as compared to the colder ones. So, these 4 properties, physical properties, are very important. And in the next lecture, we will see how this property leads to very different properties of matter. Thank you.